symposium show. But the contents are all along the same lines. The title is Exploration on the Mode of Operation Management for Integrated Application of Green Energy Technology in Smart Farms and Ranches, with demonstration case studies of self-driving lawn mowers, solar power generation, and energy storage battery system. Our research team consists of 7 co-authors. This is interdisciplinary research. When we conducted this study, the 3 major professors, that is me, the Lai Qingming, and the Chen-Xunyi professors, will come from different colleges affiliated with National Zhongxin University here. And we also have a collaborative team, Next Drive Corporation. Also, we would like to acknowledge the Tide Power's professional team's on-site electricity usage evaluation for the Xixinbao farm. Okay, I'm personally affiliated with Zhonghua University and also National Taipei University of Business and also National Zhongxin University here. Now, for this presentation, I will basically show the background of this project and also the empirical results with 3 appendices. These appendices mostly are the pictures or the videos that we conducted this research during the past 1 year. This study aims on evaluating the economic benefits and smart green energy systems in farms and ranches. We utilize National Zhongxin University Xixinbao farm as the empirical site. Reason is, number 1, farms and ranches have relatively large land areas and barns in which we can deploy a variety of smart green energy facilities. Number 2, there exists a regular pattern in the daily electricity consumption of farms and ranches. And most important, number 3, the National Zhongxin University Xixinbao farm provides a ready-made experimental field. Together with talent consists of professors and graduate students, it is suitable to demonstrate new technology and business model for proof of concepts. Let me present a brief introduction to the Xixinbao farm. This farm works year-round, 24 hours a day. It has a regular pattern in its daily electricity consumption. The peaking load occurs respectively at 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. in the morning for 2 hours, and also 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. The peak load very often exceeds Tide Power's contract capacity, which is 76 kilowatt almost every month. And we have to pay additional fines, the electricity bill fines to Tide Power. So that is something we like to investigate, whether we should give another appropriate contract capacity rather than 76 kilowatt. And another point is that if we have proper planning to augment or to install photovoltaic and energy storage system in the farm, not only can we avoid the fines imposed by Tide Power that I just mentioned, but also we can even further increase other power generation alternatives to reduce Tide Power's contract capacity, which is the motivation of this study. In order to achieve this objective, we adopt cost-effectiveness analysis, including the net present value, benefit cost ratio to explore 3 main scenarios. So the research method here is called cost-effective, and that means to choose the least cost project or scenarios under limited resources. This page presents the formulas of net present value, and also this page presents the benefit cost ratio. We calculate the cost and benefit of the 3 main scenarios and compare those 3 scenarios with the business as usual, we call it BAU, business as usual scenario, which means without adopting additional energy management system, hardware, software, it's just as it is, so it's business as usual. And then we select the least cost scenario as the final decision alternative for recommendation to our university for consideration to better manage the electricity consumption, which means the electricity bills. We can significantly reduce electricity bills, hopefully, after this study. And this page shows the parameters and also those numbers and illustrations of this study. So this gives the basic, some of the assumptions, which means the life cycle 20 years, the time period and annual electricity consumption data that we present here is for the 1 year from April 1st, 2020 to this year, March 31st. And this is the Tide Power's 2-block time of use rate schedule for high voltage service. And Tide Power also has 3-block time of use rate schedule here. Based on those parameters and those assumptions, we conducted the cost effectiveness analysis, and we have the empirical results as the following. First, the business as usual scenario. For this scenario was assumed that there were not any additional green energy system built in the farm, such as photovoltaic system, energy storage system, etc. And also the business as usual scenario, meaning the net present value equal to 0, benefit cost ratio equal to 1. And then we can conduct a comparison for contrasting to other 3 main scenarios. And notably is that the total sum of electricity bill for the study period, 1 year, for Xixinbao farm is over 1,375,000 NTD for 1 year, for the 12-month electricity bill. Okay. Then it comes to the scenario 1 year. Contrasting with the business as usual scenario 1 still remains no additional green energy system. The difference is that we analyze how different contract capacity or time of use rate that we choose, either 2 blocks, switch to 3 blocks, being adopted, it could, the farm save total electricity bill. Which one? Which alternative we can, in scenario 1, can save the total electric bill the most? Because the regular contracted capacity is 76 kilowatt. Every month, almost every month, here it shows that in last year, September, also June, October here, all we have been fined by Tide Power because we exceed the contracted capacity. So it is pretty reasonable for us to infer that the regular contracted capacity currently set by the farm was too low. capacity contract with the Tide Power so that we can avoid those fines, those penalties. So this is, we also consult with the Tide Power expert teams, and also the Next Drive Corporation. They have a patent algorithm to run the optimal contracted capacity, how much capacity the farm should adopt. The algorithm simulated various conditions under different contracted capacity. It's an algorithm. We have the algorithm run a computer model from 76 kilowatt, which is the status quo. Currently, the university farm has contracted with Tide Power up to 77, 78, up to 150 kilowatt. And it came out that the optimal strategy for farm is to adjust the regular contracted capacity from 76 kilowatt to 119 kilowatt without doing anything, just change the contract capacity. Then the electricity bill could be reduced. Okay? If the farm adopted the 3-block time of use rate instead of the currently original 2-block time of use rate here. And this figure shows from the 76 to 150, the 119 here, as the highest total amount of electricity bill saved. That's on the vertical. You can see that picture. So, as a result, the scenario 1, it shows that the red box here shows that we can have a net return value, a positive net return value, over 2.3 million NTD. So that's for scenario 1. We just changed the capacity, contracted with Tide Power. Scenario 2, not only changed the capacity, contracted with Tide Power, we also install, of course, thanks to the support, the project, the budget from ENBLE Center, we install 13.2 kilowatt photovoltaic system and energy storage system, which is 10 kilowatt hour, and also a self-driving lawn mower with a battery of 5 kilowatt hour. These two facilities, energy storage system and the lawn mower, self-driving, were developed by Professor Lai Qingming and his collaborative manufacturers. And then we compare this green energy facility after installed within the period conducted in this study. There are some additional benefits and also additional costs. And we compare the final by conducting sensitivity analysis. Either we reduce capacity contract from 119 kilowatt to 115, 110, or 105 kilowatt. And also, we simulate 2-block time of use rate and 3-block time of use rate. Therefore, there are 6 simulated results shown in the next page. The first page here, 3 scenarios. Okay, 3 scenarios. The first one is 105 kilowatt. The second column is 110 kilowatt. And the third one is 115. So it shows that this one, 110 kilowatt, also 3-block time of use rate, is the best choice. We have the net present value equal to 2.5 million NTD dollars. Then it comes to scenario 3. Scenario 3, we consider the farm to become a net zero energy farm. Okay, this is very important nowadays, important topic, to become a net zero energy smart campus. Then the farm needs to construct about 337 kilowatt of photovoltaic system. Then we don't have to consume any electricity provided by Tide Power. Or we can still consume electricity from Tide Power. However, we sell all those electricity generated by our photovoltaic system to Tide Power based on so-called feed-in tariff. Feed-in tariff is a government guaranteed price for encouraging the electricity users to install photovoltaic system. And third alternative is that we can also ask a green power retailer. Nowadays in Taiwan, there are more than 10 green power retailers now. The market will open up. Therefore, we can ask them to sell all the power generated from our 337 kilowatt photovoltaic system to other electricity users. Then we compare these three business models: business model 1, business model 2, business model 3. Then, what will happen if we compare with those 6 scenarios? It shows that the last one, scenario F, the sub-scenario F, if the farm just asks a green power retailer to sell all the power generated from our photovoltaic system, then we can, and also adopt the 3-block time of use rate from Tide Power. Because the total green power that we generated is greater than the gray power or brown power, brown carbon power bought from Tide Power. We still qualify for the so-called net zero energy campus. You know how much a total for the 20 years period of time for this net present value is 21 million NTD we can save. 21 million, very impressive number. And come to our conclusion is that it is time that the green campus, carbon neutral or net energy zero campus, it's the time to do it, because now the renewable energy certificate you can sell to the market, and the green power retailer, they will find the very appropriate other electricity users to purchase all the electricity generated from the campus. So it would be the optimal strategy for the farm to become a net zero energy farm without constructing excessive energy storage system, because we still buy the brown power or gray power from Tide Power, but we offset those green with our green photovoltaic power, offset the brown power or gray power from Tide Power. So that would be the best strategy for us to choose. And finally, this is some appendix. Here we show the self-driving lawnmower. Okay, already Taichung City city government office ASTEC Bureau already signed a contract with Professor Lai Jingming. The self-driving lawnmower will apply to the Taichung public lawn here. And this is the collaborative team. Next, the drive. Here is the Professor Song Zhenming and me, and also the CEO of the Next Drive. Yeah, he climbed up to the top, the roof of our farm. And this is the Tide Power's expert teams to help us to investigate the electricity usage evaluation in the farm during the time we conducted the study. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor, to give us that full talk. So, due to the pandemic, we will allow only one question. Any questions? Okay.
Yeah, thank you for a very nice talk. So how long is the payback time for installing the PV system?
That's a very good question. Payback time, we have not really calculated for the energy storage, but we do have an internal rate of return and payback year for the whole campus, for whole system here, not including photovoltaic. Not a single one, because for single one, you have to do some assumptions, a lot more assumptions. So we do it within the package. I think it's 12 years. I remember the figure 12. I didn't present it here because it will make my presentation much more complicated. And so I want to focus on just on the net present value and benefit cost ratio. That is more, actually it's more key. Yeah, of course they're affiliated with the payback year, yes. But payback year is up to the market interest in things like that, yes. Thank you.
Okay, so you could discuss at the coffee break. So let's thank Professor Xu again. Thank you very much. Let's move to the third talk of this session. I'd like to invite Professor Qin Yang from the Department of Foreign Languages and Literatures from NCHU. With the title Evaluating the Automatic Generation of English Assessment. Okay, so please, thank you. Let's welcome the Professor Yang.
So good morning, everyone. It's our pleasure to present our research result at UCSD-NCHU Joint Symposium. Our project is about automatic generation of English reading comprehension questions. And we have made good progress in improving the model itself, and we also do the human evaluation on the quality of AI-generated questions. So let me briefly introduce